Hello everyone, I just wanted to do a quick helpful video for portable extractor users. A lot of you guys spend a ton of time here at the sink filling and emptying, into the toilet. Some people that you already use the Rotovac CFX extractor system are familiar with this, but it's kind of applicable to like every extractor. So if you use a traditional portable like a Ninja or whatever, you're always filling that machine unless you have like an autofill. And I'm going to show you guys how to use an aerator adapter kit. And you can use this to fill jugs, which I'm going to show you. And I'm going to show you how to correctly install one. So first of all, I've already removed this aerator and it's really clean. But you simply just unscrew it from the sink. So we've already done that. Sometimes you may have to use a wrench if they're super tight. Try to, at least when it's got some hair on it, try to like clean it off for your customer when you do. Right now we're at the 4th floor of an apartment building, and this one's pretty good. So anyways, you can see looking at this that you're actually dealing with what we call outer dimensional threads. So if you look at this, you can see those threads are on the outside. Some sinks have what they call interdimensional threads. So you can see this is an adapter that has interdimensional threads and outer dimensional threads. It's just a matter of the washer that you use. So if you use a bigger washer like this, you're gonna get that good seal outer dimensional. If you have interdimensional threads, you use a sunken washer so that you can seat this correctly. If you follow that, you should never have any leaks. For some reason, a lot of guys are afraid to use sinks to hook up because of that. They've heard stories about like leaks and whatnot. So we're gonna go ahead and just put this in here. Now, sometimes you may counter rotate to make sure that it seats. You can feel it thread and then you can start to tighten it, okay? Now, this is called a whip hose, which is basically like a garden hose style connection to the sink. When you do this, I usually pull down because you have to seat this rubber washer as well to make sure that there's no leaks here, which is just very standard procedure if you've ever hooked up any garden hose. Now you can do this whole procedure in about 30 seconds if you follow what I'm telling you. Now we're hooked up. So I typically at this point will do a quick pressure test. And you can see there's no leaks at all. Now I'm going to release the pressure, and I'm going to try and do this with one hand, but we're actually going to use a loose male quick connect, and I recommend that everybody just has one of these in your faucet adapter kit bag. So, forgive me, I'm trying to do this all with one hand. Now, when I do this, it's gonna purge the pressure from the solution line, so careful, it might squirt. But now what we have is essentially a fill hose, okay? So I'm gonna release that, and I've already put some TMF Rob's Secret Formula Black Label Sweet Breeze. I really like the smell of this pre-treatment. You can see that in there. And now, all I have to do is fill my pre-spray jug. Let's put that in there like so. And turn it on to hot. And I already ran this sink for a minute or two before I hooked this up as well. A lot of times you want to, if you see a bunch of sediment in here, run this for a second before hooking it up to your solution line. Because you don't want that sediment crap getting down into your solution lines, obviously. So now I've got a super nice fill station. Getting some nice hot water. You can see how quickly it's filling too. Now if you had a portable, for example, this is going to be a lot more convenient than like the bucket method or, you know, whatever. Oh, look at that. It's a 3-gallon pump sprayer and that filled like fast. So now I'm actually going to use a CFX system to hook up to the vacuum, auto pump out to the toilet. I'll have this 2-bedroom unit usually turned out in about 45 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on how dirty it is. And this one's really not too bad. This building that we do the turnouts for is relatively new. So these units have only been lived in for about a year. They just have some real basic stuff. And I think the Rob's secret formula Sweet Breeze is a pretty good product for some light turnover work like this. It seems to do pretty good. And, property managers do like the smell of it. So another quick thing we can go over, just real quick, about aerators. You may find that some use this type of aerator. And you know, it's really common these days. So what you can actually do is you're gonna need to go online and get this kit of these. And these are actually aerator removal keys. And there's a whole bunch of different sizes depending on like what sink you're working on, but that's how you can remove the aerator from those kitchen sinks. Another place that you can hook up is behind a washer and dryer with this. It's very easy. You can also hook up to the shower head. So there's a couple different places that you can hook up safely. And here's another tip. When I do hook up to the solution line, typically, sorry, I'm doing this one-handed, but this is how you want to route your hose, okay? So the reason that you route your hose like this, and then you connect your solution line like this, is so that if you do have any sort of drippage from the sink, it's just gonna fall right into the sink with gravity. If you have a sink that just like really old or hard to get hooked up to, I've gone as far as to take a glove and just put it over the sink as well, if there's a little bit of a drip even. But really, if you hook up the washers correctly and you seat everything correctly, do a pressure test, you shouldn't have any issues. So hopefully this helps everybody. Kind of an extensive tip, but just let me know if you have any questions. Good luck out there.